welcome. As we come to the Yule celebrations, the solstice, the winter solstice, I wanted to connect in with Mary Magdalene, and I've used Megan Watterson's deck, the Mary Magdalene Oracle, to draw a card to receive a message for us all at this time. It's really a time where we're saying goodbye to the darkening of the winter, because at the solstice the sun is reborn. So we're thinking about what in the past 12 months do we really want to let go of, that really needs to just be let die, and what might need to be transformed in this rebirth, perhaps in a new vision, and thinking about how we want to take that forward for the next year. And the message that I received was testimony: love is stronger than death. And in this card, we see Mary Magdalene with the egg, the red egg. So that's the story that Mary Magdalene went to the court of Tiberius, and he said, you know, if Jesus has risen, there's more chance that that egg will turn red than Jesus has risen. And immediately the egg in her hand turned red. And this message of love is stronger than death. So in that story, we have there that you cannot deny the truth. And Mary Magdalene went with so much love for the message of Jesus, this message of love and compassion. She really was not afraid to go into a space where she knew she might be ridiculed. She knew that she might even suffer the same fate as Jesus. I mean, you know, he was put to death for his message, and she's there going into this court saying he has risen, his message stands true. And she's not afraid to stick to what she knows to be true, because that love that she has for him and the message and the mission outweighs everything. And so as we go forward into the new year, what message, what truth do we hold that we know cannot be denied? If we stand in that truth, if you stand in your truth, what do you know just can no longer be denied? What really needs to shine through? And how can you carry that message practically into the new year, whatever that might be for you? If it's, you know, a change in relationship, if it's a change in jobs, if it's something that you have not been looking at that now you really need to look at, what is that? And love being stronger than death. Death is seen quite often as a finality, and you know, for sure, when someone dies, we're not going to see them again in the flesh in this life as we knew them. But we know that in death there can be rebirth. We know that when something dies, when a dream dies, when a vision dies, when a goal dies, when a relationship dies, there is a liminal period then where a space is opened for something new to come in. And if we approach it consciously, we can choose what fills that space rather than just allowing the next any old thing to come in. And when we're standing in our truth and our authenticity, so when that egg is red, we get to choose something that will best benefit us and those around us to fill that space when we let something die or when something leaves. And it can be scary to face a death, whether a real death or a metaphorical death. But when we bring love to that space, so we remember all the good things that came from what has died, or the lessons that have come, the ways that it's prepared us to live more fully, to set better boundaries, to find more joy in life. When we bring love to that fear, we get to consciously create the next rebirthing as we go into this year. And there's a lot been going on in the world, in all countries, as there always is. And we're really seeing through technology, the use of the internet, that we are able to connect with others to make positive change, and to not give up on hopes we had for things getting better when maybe it turns out it looks like they're not going to. Having faith that coming together in love and compassion will be stronger than anything that tries to keep us down, anything that tries to deny our truth and our love. And really following that example of Mary Magdalene with the egg, just going in to that space and just standing in our truth. And knowing in our heart that if we stand in our truth and in our integrity, nothing can hold us down. So, what are you birthing into the new year? What are you letting go? A nice ritual that you can do for this time of year is to illuminate a tea light for every month of the past year and name a lesson or something wonderful that happened or something that you would like to let go of for that year. And you can light a black candle to really let those things go, and you can light a white candle to represent what you want to call in for the new year. And write them down. Write down what are you letting go, and what would you like to fill that space in the new year, and really start consciously creating the new year ahead of you. So with that said, I hope that you have a wonderful festive season, and even if you don't celebrate, I hope that you can have some peaceful reflection time as we get to the darkest night of the year and we know that the light is going to return, and with it perhaps renewed hope and vigor for the things we want to see come to fruition in the next year. As ever, there are links below, all the different ways that you can work with me and connect in with the teachings of Mary Magdalene. They'll be in the description and a pinned comment of this video. Thank you very much for being with me. Many blessings.